Hello, this is how to assemble a VIN 2x2. So VIN 2x2s are unique in that instead of your hooked internal edges kind of clipping onto the centers to prevent the misalignments, these internal edges, right, this one that is unique, actually hooks into a corner piece through these little slots with these little teeth. So they kind of go in like that. So in order to start the assembly process, we want to install one of those hooked edges in. And basically how to do that is we just take the tooth and we want to make sure that it's in place. It's going to hang in there a little bit loosely, but that is perfectly fine. Now we're going to go ahead and install both the corner and the edge at the same time. And I've loosened 3 of the sides here on this 2x2 just to allow for a little bit more play. So you can see that one sticks up really, really high up. That one not so much. And what we want to do here is install the edge and the corner at the same time. So I'm actually gonna, because this one's so far out, that'll give us the most play. So I'm gonna stick that out right here. I'm gonna install this edge between this one and this one, which has been loosened up, along with the corner. Like, I'm gonna try to do this at an angle that makes sense. Now we're not really forcing anything, we just wanna make sure that that edge goes into place like that. Now that will come out, so we want to hold that in place with the core like that. Next, we're going to install another one of our hooked edges. Again, that kind of goes in at an angle so that that little tooth right there goes into that slot right there. So again, this is why we loosen the puzzle, so we have that play and we can get at this at an angle that makes sense for the puzzle. So trying to just get that in there like that. And then we're going to do the same thing for the last one, and because there are now 2 edges, it's going to be a little bit tighter to put that in, but it should still work the same way because we loosened up the puzzle a lot, so there should be a lot of play here. There we go, just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the screws that I loosened up beforehand. So here's a side that I didn't loosen, and we can basically see that that space right there is about how much we want to tighten the screw. So we have almost no exposed threads on that one, so we're just gonna tighten up all the sides so that none of the threads are exposed. And then this should hold that corner into place already, so we don't have to worry about it nearly as much. Okay, that one's good. That one's still, that looks a little bit tighter than usual. That one's actually the one that's loose. Okay, so that one, I didn't touch that one. This one is tight, that one's good, and this one is a little bit loose, like that. Okay, and now that should kind of just stick in place. From here, it's just a regular 2x2 assembly. We start off with an edge. We put it in like any other 3x3, but this is on a 2x2. And I'm not going to care so much about the order in which I put it, as long as the orientation is correct. In this case, I'm going to make sure that the entire D face is yellow. Put another edge on top of that. Another edge here. And if you want, and while you're assembling it, you can put lubrication in it. It's nice because you can get to these little tracks inside of the 2x2 that you usually wouldn't have access to if the cube was not apart. Like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in an edge by lifting up the center, just like that. We're gonna put 2 corners next to that edge that we just put in, while making sure not to disturb the other things around the puzzle. I'm gonna put then this, another edge in like that, and then the last 2 corners, like this, and like that. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna split that to reveal the gap where we can try to get this last edge into place, just like that. If you're having trouble kind of pushing these edges in, make sure to loosen up the tube a little bit. And then from here, you can just tighten it back up to your desired feel. Personally, I like my 2x2s a little bit on the tighter side so they don't fall apart. That's tight, that's good. Okay, and then from there, you can just solve your puzzle. Hope that helps.